Greetings from the north. I'm going to put this out because you got to do that yourself up north here. Ontario, they took away those those quit smoking programs from the hospitals. But you know, let's talk about cannabis. And there's no regulation on this in Ontario either. Except for, of course, the mandatory smoking age for any smokable product under the Ontario Control Board and their Act on Controlled Substance. So only put a little bit in there because, you know, moderation, and you have to regulate your own use these days in Ontario. Plus, I'm a little POV, so I can't afford a whole bunch of big contraptions and lots of stuff to put in it. Who can these days? This is luxury. Apparently, not a medicine, which is how I would like to use it. Which is how I can use it, because this is Ontario and it's not regulated that tightly. The sale of it, however, is, and getting this stuff is not as easy in some parts of Ontario. So find out where you can get it. I know there's lots of local growers. We need more people that can be those middlemen, middle people. This is Canada. Middle people that will supplement this need for. I don't know how many green card carrying people there are out there. By green card, I mean the Canadian medical card that allows you to use this as a medicine. That's been available for many years. And why I'm doing this is because, you know, natural medicines were taken out of the healthcare system in Ontario, and not only that, but all of the cancer research that they had been doing has been blocked from being used. So I'm just doing kind of a short little in-between video before I get into those cancer laws and how the Healthcare Act changed and affected those, and not just the Healthcare Act, but there were a lot of environmental laws that helped protect Ontarians' health, and also that you know, stopped ways of us helping the rest of the world too by, you know, removing the tree planting programs completely. There's absolutely no funding in Ontario for planting new trees. So sometimes when I'm talking about things for the green initiatives, people have told me, well, why don't you just go plant a tree? Well, you know, that costs a personal budget now. And in my situation, until I find reasonable employment that I can do, then I can't afford to plant 1 million trees. How much money do you need to make before you can put that kind of contribute that much into helping reduce our carbon footprint, or which, by the way, will reduce any of those taxes that you think you're paying, which are marketable taxes. Those go to businesses, and the trickle down is what's affecting you. No, the government doesn't cause the trickle down. That's business. I'm gonna calm down because I've got more serious issues to talk about than business and politics. Like socializing on social media, and how we do that. We have a fair distinction between the belief of existence and the belief of nothingness. So we may get into that at some point, and then at some point we'll get into the sex talks. For those who don't know, your gonad or your gonado, if you're a femme, then you're gonado. We all have those. Those are your sex glands, your endocrine systems. And nat is the term used for birth. So, once we have some reliable information on the sex talks, because those programs are being pulled out of schools, not just in Ontario, but I hear a lot of places are getting rid of the sex talks. So if the parents don't know, find out how to handle those sex talks in positive, constructive ways, and not to scare your children, because those sex talks, I've met some people that those early childhood sex talks with their parents sounded fairly traumatizing. So let's find a good way to talk about sex. And let's talk about Sex Baby. That's a great song. I don't want this to look like another long one, so let's stop her here, and I'll get to cancer research and what happened to that.